with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their girls with their nails done.
What's up, guys? What's going on? Medic, Final Cam, Jonathan, Iran, Dodie. Awesome, you could catch me live for the first time. What's everybody? What's up, everybody? Chicky, Alex, James, Medic, Lemon, Redeem, Jay, Spike Raps, Thresher, Ron, Jonathan. What's going on, guys? We're gonna roll Spirit and a Crystal Sword at the end of stream. What's up, Patrick? What's going on, guys? No, it's a surprise. It's gonna be a good one, though. It is a really, really expensive rune word in a really, really sexy base. Super sexy base. It's not clickbait. It is a sick rune word, trust me. What's going on, Ivan? Guys, look at this experience bar, man. 360 on our way to 520. What's up, guys? Our monarch's hard to find, you're just unlucky. The first one's always a pain in the butt, I think, because you want it really badly with the sorceress. But to be honest, I think I dropped like 3 to 5 monarchs a month at least. It's just tough that first one always such a pain in the butt to get. Ah, it's Spurs. How much like I'm on videos for a time, or you just started Pluggy for the first time? Nice, man. What is RuneScape? Don't know. Never played. Worth using? Depends on how patient you are. I use the Herodric Cube to get my first 4-open socket monarch, because I'd rather save the socket quests. But I mean, if you're desperate, go for it. I'm gonna play a little bit of Path of Diablo. Not a lot, but a little bit. I think at least the first 2 or 3 weeks. Possibly more than that, we'll see. That's true, NC. I planned on doing only Sorceress at the start, so pretty much it was reserved for one socket quest was going to be Shaco, 100%. And then I burnt one in an FV Gaze, which I found for more Corruption Fest. Yeah, that didn't work out so good the first time, did it? But pretty much like Shaco, I burnt one on a Mercenary Helm, and then I forget what I used my third one for initially. It's my damage, I believe it's 32,000 raw damage, lightning, which seems a little bit low compared to some build specs, but I'm using Crescent Moon, so everything that I'm attacking is always at minus 100 light res. So I can get like 42,000 using a Shooter's Temper, but then they have like, you know, I don't know, minus like 70 light res. So it's actually less damage. More damage on paper, but it's less damage to the actual monster, if that makes sense. What's up, Norman? Yes, people are still playing the shit out of this game, CJ. What's up, Zuko? Isn't that the definition of a little? Does minus res work with spells? Ooh. 1 second here. Dolls and harpies, man. I'm gonna make a throw bar, but I'm waiting on Eth Lacerator. I could make it with a non-Eth Lacerator. I have Eth Warstrike, which is the other one that you need. I'm just... Perfectionist in me wants to get Eth Lacerator for that build. No worries, NC. I know, it's insane. It's like the nicest little quality of life change. Thank you, Woodsley. Appreciate that, man. Dolls and harpies, bitches and hoes. That is a good way to put it. How fast is the throw bar? Honestly, Zuko, I've never made one. All I really know is Eth Lacerator and Warstrike. I'll probably run 105 FCR on Switch, teleporting, or possibly just the 63 with the 2 autos. That was a lot of... Oh, he was convicted. Okay, I was wondering why I took so much fire damage there. He was conviction. I might consider making Faith and a Great Bow for an Act 1 mercenary. It depends on the breakpoints. I don't even know what they are, to be honest. I mean, maybe like High Lords and a couple other things you actually hit a really good breakpoint, so it doesn't matter. I'd honestly have to look into it. First character to start with your pluggy journey, Sorceress, man. Teleport. It's just too good to not have when you're doing like your lower Karust and all that other stuff. Best plus life skill that I've dropped, 40 to life, 1 to fire skills, 40 to life. Off of Pindle, I've got a Javzon skiller with 34 life. I also have another fire skiller with 35, and then 29 life, which I just found recently on stream. And I think I got a Peak Home with 34 to life. I have nothing, I don't have a single skiller that is like plus 41 to 45 life. Don't have one of those yet. That would be sick. Although I'd rather get something else at this point. Stormlash. I can't tell you how many times I've dropped a Dimensional Blade off of Baal and then almost lost my shit thinking it was, oh no, let's get rid of that. Remove Screen Shake. I can't not run with Screen Shake anymore. I turned it off for the first time on my last Hammerden stream for the Diablo Screen Shake and I can't go back. What's up, Peanut? What's going on, bud? I know, look at those loot filter hacks. We are team loot filter now, boys. Shakir, I just use the /Diablo loot filter or map hack. You can disable the map hack portion. I pretty much have everything disabled except for Screen Shake. Just recently remade a guide video on my video, I made a guide video on my video. I made a guide video on my channel. If you go to the playlist setting, I think it's the how-to installation guide playlist. It's right in there. Just follow it step by step. And I have my loot filter configuration as well, which you can use. What level are we right now? We are 98. Trying to decide what to use it for? I don't know what I would use that jewel in. I mean, I have a 39 to max damage, or 39 ED, 14 max damage jewel, and because of that bug, the only like good use I can think of putting in it is an Ethereal Reaper's Toll. That's really it. Thank you, Zuko. Pasting that link. Pod reset is Friday. Yeah, I know. What time is it? It's always the same. It's the reason why I hate ladder resets with a passion is I work 12-hour shifts and I work 8 in the morning till 8 at night, and then I gotta turn around and then do 5, 6, 7 hour ladder reset, and I am exhausted. What's up, chicken? 3 p.m. CST. What is that? Eastern Central Time. Yeah, you can get banned using this loot filter on Battle.net. As far as I know, it only works as single player. I'm sure that you can maybe set it up to work online, but I don't know how. 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh, that's shitty. Everybody will be 3 to 3.5 hours in before I can even get on my computer. I love my job and I hate my job. Love it, but I hate it. What bug you're talking about? The jewel? Just 1 second, I'll answer it. Just give me a second, Chris. So the gist, my understanding is, I guess, unless somebody wants to correct me, is that an ED minimum damage jewel or an ED maximum damage jewel is bugged to only give you the ED portion. It doesn't give you the minimum or maximum damage in helmets or body armors. I'm not sure about shields. I think shields too, but it only works in weapons. So you can put it in like an Ath Reaper's Toll or something and get the actual full extent of the damage bonus. And anything else it doesn't work, which is a little bit of a bummer. Because like I said, I have basically a nearly perfect, it's almost 40 ED, almost 50 max damage duel, which I can only use in a Reaper's Toll. What's up, Marcian? How's it going? Charlie! Ain't first, you're last. I don't know. I'll either be super late on the reset, or maybe I won't even do the reset till Monday. I'm not sure. What's up, Oluna? Oh, Pod fixed it? I did not know that, Final Cam. I know that a lot of Pod has fixed a lot of things in D2, which is really cool. They did... I mean, I hate the Enigma nerf. I'm just gonna say it. I've said it, but other than that, they've done a lot of awesome things. Patch notes hit today. I don't really know what the original patch notes were. Like, I don't know the game enough to... As long as they did not nerf Frozen Orb, then I'm okay. Because that is like gonna be my build. Frozen Orb Sorceress. Ah, crack, I am at 10 items, man. You're probably gonna beat me at hardcore before I beat my softcore rail. Such is life, Norman. Gotta pay the bills. Gotta pay the bills. Anybody full. Yeah, I'm gonna go Frozen Orb with Hydra. That's my plan. And I don't know if I'll play to the extent of getting a torch and stuff, because I don't think a sorceress can even do a torch and Annie on that game. But, probably play enough to get Shaco and a couple other decent things. You're not surprised that they nerfed it? Maybe I'm old school. I just like it too much. Oh, that's expensive to repair. Chains of Honor. You build level 87. I'm surprised that you're missing the armor, Oran, because typically the amulet is the really hard one to find. Or at least that's the one I've struggled the most to. I've dropped way more Tal's armors than I have amulets. But Path to Diablo did do a lot of really cool things. I'm just being honest when I say I don't like the Enigma nerf. Yeah, I am using Crescent Moon, Chains of Honor, Faceted Griffins, Caster Amulet, Mage Fist, Arax, Alders for Fire Res, 1 SOJ, and 1 Witch Projector Ring for Lightning Absorb, and Spirit, and then all Skillers with 1 Geed's Grand Charm. Any progress on the human bot? 815 runs in. It's gonna take me quite a while to do this one. I'm not sure how many more of them I'm gonna do. Because, just from my perspective, it is so much work for less return. Put it that way.
Salutations.
What's up, Madness? Would I use an SOJ ring? As I've never worn a C ring in my life, so no. I probably would not use it as a C ring. Surprise! It's a surprise. You're wearing one right now? Oh, dude. Lightning immune! Lister, and he's extra fast. I wish like lower Reswan would break his immunity or something. At least he didn't suggest a constriction ring. That'd be funny. Odd should enable the constriction ring, man. Make the constriction ring great again. Archon plate. Jeweler's Archon plate of the whale. Ooh, that's not like, that's not good, but that's kind of a cool body armor. Like 1,564 defense with 75% poison length reduced. I mean, I don't think you'd ever use that in anything. Yeah, it's a godly armor, but I've never seen anything like that. 1,600 defense with 75 poison length reduced. Interesting. Better light faceted and use it over Chains of Honor. Why you hate my Chains of Honor, Nate? Chains of Honor is GG. I have 75% poison length reduced on my amulet, which actually does help on wave 2. But it only helps if I get hit with the poison. Poison cloud. Whatever you want to call it. I don't even know what you call that skill. Poison breath? Yeah, Kin, I did that, I hate even reminiscing about that story. I'm not a big Trapsin guy. I don't know a lot about the Trapsin, but I found a plain 5 to Light Sentry Claw. And somebody who didn't know anything about the Trapsin told me that it was junk because it didn't have 40 IS on it. And I didn't realize that only the main hand needs to have 40 IS. And the offhand one can be plain 5 and it's fine. So yeah, I threw away perfectly fine 5 to Light Sentry Rare Claws. Lone Wolf, I look sleepy? I'm a little tired. My wife's been gone on a work trip. I'm picking her up today at the airport, so we're doing a little bit earlier of a stream and a shorter one today. But it's been long days. 12-hour shifts and then everything else. Only the noobs stream. This is true. I use the majority of my Diablo 2 streaming, or Diablo-related content, and starting to do variety streams are all going to be on YouTube, which I am going to be streaming God of War shortly. You guys look forward to that. But I streamed the other night for fun. We were doing some Left 4 Dead first-person shooter, and I just streamed it on my Twitch because I didn't want to listen to people cry that I was playing a first-person shooter. So I just decided to stream on Twitch that day. Yeah, God of War 4, the 2018 PS4 version. I put out a poll on my channel asking which variety stream you guys wanted to see next. And that one won by a landslide. So we're going to do that one and then either Resident Evil 7 or Dead Space 2. I do really want to play Dead Space 2 though, because I have the PC port version on Steam. And you can just play so much better on PC. Dead Space 2, yeah, it's an awesome game. Did that piece of hair off my forehead? Is that bad? Is it bothering you that much, Charlie? that better? Yeah, everybody who likes to stream gets personal nudes on Patreon. When you look good, you smell good. When you smell good, you do good. But I'm just most excited. Like, I played it halfway through on Twitch on console, and you can just aim so much better on PC. So I'm super fucking pumped to play that game on PC. Jura 22 RuneScape. Look like Theon Vaughn the comedian. I've been told I look like... See, look, there's a white monarch. Someone asked earlier about dropping a white monarch. There's one. Just gotta keep grinding. First one's always a bitch, and then you'll get so many that you just don't even care anymore. Yeah, I totally look like Steve Wonderboy Thompson. I've been told I look like the guy that... the Russian guy in Star Trek that died. I've been told I look like him. Did anybody watch the fights on the weekend? I saw the highlights in the recap of, God, feel bad for Cerrone. That was just... Didn't really get a chance to even get warmed up or get going. Japan pod notes should be live. I'm not even going to read them, to be honest. I'm just going to stream. I'm just going to go into it, dive in. As long as they don't nerf Frozen Orb or Hydra on the Sorceress, then that's all I care about. Because that is going to be the build I rock. I can't believe the shoulder punches. It was like they got tied up and it was like shoulder punch, shoulder punch, shoulder punch, shoulder punch, and then it was like... I've never seen that. Like, I've never seen someone get dazed and stunned from a frozen... from a shoulder punch. It's crazy shit. Yeah, that is the build I'm going to play. Trepan. Frozen Orb, because I need my teleport. Frozen Orb and Hydra. I don't want anything that relies on Enigma. Yeah, that's going to be a sick fight too. How do you guys think a rematch will go between Connor and Khabib? You guys remember the original fight when Connor like walked out and he had his hands down and he was doing that stupid shit with Khabib? And then do you remember that like the second round Khabib actually like rocked Connor and knocked him on his ass with like a punch because Connor was being a fucking moron with his hands down? Makes me wonder if he goes out there serious and like actually has his hands up and actually goes at him and doesn't like fight conservatively. I think it could be a closer fight. I still think odds go to Khabib. But if you actually rewatch the match and you're unbiased when you're watching it, the first round was just a stalemate. He took him down and then he just basically stalemated it. The second round, Connor went out with his fucking hands down, got rocked, knocked on his ass, and it was dazed, and then it was all downhill from there. So it makes me think there's a possibility, if he's not an idiot, that it could be closer, but you never know. Jumping Jeremy, thank you for the sub. I still think it's like a 70-30 or 80-20 odds in favor of Khabib.
Good afternoon.
There's a point when Connor... Yeah, I know. He was a little bit more humble in his post-fight, but... Do you guys also see that Floyd Mayweather tweeted out like a mock fight poster the second the fight was over and said, fucking Khabib versus Mayweather too? And then apparently Pacquiao did the same thing too? Yeah, I'd agree, Gabriel. I agree. I agree with you. I think it's like an 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 odds that he wins again. I just think that it could potentially be different if he went out less conservative and had his hands up and wasn't an idiot. That's really my only point I'm trying to make. Best non-rune word weapon for a Zealer? I would say Death Cleaver. What do you guys think? Death Cleaver probably. With like a G-Face, High Lords, and Death Cleaver, you have 100% Deadly Strike. It's a Berserker Axe. It's got good range. It has increased attack speed on it. So with Fanaticism, you hit the max breakpoint, no problem. What's up, Cat? Honestly, yeah, I would say Death Cleaver would be the best non-rumored weapon for a Zealer. That's my vote. Oh, Stormlash. Stormlash should be a good one too, with the static field procs. Huh. I don't know, what do you guys think is better, Stormlash or Death Cleaver? Yeah, Stormlash is super fast, it has the static field. He hasn't dropped anything yet, but we're only like 30 minutes in, so... You're lagging, Ben Templar? Sorry, dude. That would be on YouTube's end. I haven't dropped a frame. I apologize. Anybody else lagging? It's legit on YouTube's end. It's out of my control, so I apologize. You lag on Toby's stream? Jordan! Got a surprise for you at the end of stream, buddy. Did we get some... The snowstorm is over, but it's really cold. Billy! Talk brand new experience? Where you at on the XP bar, buddy? Guo, I'm doing good, man. How are you? Hope I pronounced your name right. Thank you, dude. Means a lot to hear that. Oh, yeah, okay, I didn't even, yeah. If you could find that, Charlie, yeah, that would be the best, sorry. I literally only thought... Jordan. Yeah, I didn't even think about godly rares. I was only just thinking unique items. That's true. 2 open sockets, that with like 2 low runes or something, yes, that would be as good as grief. What's up, Checo? Thank you, SG. Jordan, thank you for the super, buddy.
Great. Now I have to stay until the end, lol. JK winking face with tongue.
Thank you, Jordan. I appreciate it, dude. Kuzo. It's totally optional. It's up to you. I prefer a YouTube membership to a Twitch sub, but it's up to you. Exareth93, thank you for the sub, man. Second sub a stream. We will see D4 in the future, buddy. We will. Rem, you're subbed. Awesome. Thank you, dude.
Hope to see your D4 videos in the future. Grinning face with big eyes.
Thank you, guys. There we go. There's Ram's alert. Thank you, Ram. Best difficulty for I believe quest bug in Daryl. 7 is best, I believe, but typically when you're farming in Daryl, you can probably only do it players 1 or players 3. Every other boss is 5, but then somebody told me recently that I guess quest bug in Daryl is actually 7. I'm very excited for D4. I will probably not make edited video content for at least the first month and probably just non-stop stream D4. Probably. We'll see. Could maybe be a steaming pile of garbage, but I have a really good feeling about it, so... Did I? Oh yeah, I was gonna say, I did not go down to players 3 that run. Ah, what the fuck? Players 1. What's up, Mark Ray? Hell, is it P5? Okay, somebody told me that P7 is like a little bit better for quest bugged. I mean, honestly, P3 is fine. I mean, you're getting into like really big, heavy min-maxing at that point. But interesting, did not know that. What type of min-maxing? Yeah, Astrians would be good non-rune word for Zealer as well. I still think Death Cleaver or Stormlash would be better. Two Tails armors or amulets, 0 armors. You'll get it, man. You'll get it. You're making a barb on ladder? Like BattleNet ladder, mister? Frenzy and Double Swing will be better at the start. Although, you're gonna have a really hard time doing an untwinked melee character. Just playing Median XL? Haven't even touched that game. Scott, we're trying to get a chamber, man. Necro when? Soon. Yeah, nobody, like, ladder's really only popular, like, the first little bit of reset, and then everybody just gets their bots going. If you really want to get an online experience, go to Path of Diablo or Median XL, but even then, it's all, like, it's really heavily ladder-based, right? I mean, you're gonna have to move on to, like, Path of Exile if you want. Massive populated servers. I mean, the game's just so old. Again! My version is 1.13 because I'm using a single player mod called Pluggy and it's only supported on 1.13. It's not supported on 1.14D, but drop rates are identical. Nothing's changed. Like, patch-wise from 1.13 to 1.14, with the exception of Blizzard made changes so that it would run better on newer operating systems. You don't have to do the window mode, run in Windows Service Pack 3, XP mode, or whatever. A lot of that stuff is fixed with the newest version. What's up, David?
Good afternoon.
The drop rates and patch notes is identical. No difference. I'm using version 10.00. I just never felt the need to. Never upgraded because never had a problem with 10 ever. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Drew, what's going on, bud? Rem, I do not have a link, but well, there might be a command for it, I'm not sure, but if you just go to Blizzard's website and go under Classic Games, you should be able to find it. It's somewhere under Blizzard Classic Games. You should be able to buy Classic and the expansion for, I think, $10 a piece. I don't think there's a dedicated D2 team. I think it's just part of the Classics team. Like, they just handle everything. Which I think isn't D3 almost technically under its Classic Games category now. Later, Scott. Have a good day work, dude. They increased the rune drop rates from 1.12 to 1.13. And there was some patch changes, but from 1.13 to 1.14, there's no changes in drops. I don't think it's going to be the last season because they're still doing seasons and ladders on D2. It might be the last like season where they make like serious like changes and patch notes and stuff like that. And it might just kind of go into its what's the word that I'm looking for? Kind of like stagnated. Kind of they just babysit it a little bit. Kind of like D2. I mean, I could be wrong, though. 220! Come on, Baal. I'm going to do a little bit of pod, Sean. I don't know how much playing with other people I'm going to do. I've done it before in the past, where I said it's fine if we play together, just... I get all the drops... And then I just want to see what they are, identify them, and then the rest of the group can have them. I don't really care. But then everybody would just pick up everything. I didn't even get a chance to ID it, and I didn't like it, so... Rod, I'm doing good today, man. Thank you for asking. Just out of curiosity, guys, is there any... Do you guys notice any difference between this stream and the Hammerden stream? I don't think that you would. I just switched a setting on my OBS from CPU to GPU encoding. I just did it because it works better on newer games. But I'm assuming there's no difference for D2. I'm just curious if there is. Drazen! What's going on, big dude? Digger Jaw, it's a surprise, brother. Just gonna have to hang around the whole stream. Prod, I'm doing good. Oh, wait, I already answered that. Not doing good, Prod. Guess and Dream? We are pushing XP though. What's up, Sir Fox? What's going on, ma'am? The bugged in. It is a super expensive one in a super GG fucking base. I just hope I rolled better than the death that I rolled. I rolled a horrible death in a sick base on stream. On list. Watching my mobile, Jordan? Ron, get out of here with that juju. Lumber.
Salutations.
That's fucking, that's going back. I saw BTN do that like years ago, like when he first started streaming. Yeah, seriously, he made lumber and a word to leg. He did it on Battle.net though, not single player. Battle.net, anything past like the first month, it doesn't really matter wealth anymore. Woodsman Lee! Thank you for joining the Big D gang, brother. Enjoy your badges and custom emotes, my dude. Thank you. Let's get some D spam for Woodsman Lee. Got your first Maras? Congrats, man. Took me over a year to get my first Maras. And I'm still trying to get my first Metal Grid. Nah, Redmar posts the fake D. You don't post the real D. Small fake D. You still haven't gotten your first cat's eye? Rip. It's okay. God didn't make everybody equal, Red Mars. Some people got big Ds, some people got small Ds. It's all good. Coronet! Good Amazon skills. Mephi is good. He's just, I think literally I guess he can technically drop hot spurs and stuff, but he's really only worth farming for Metal Grid for me at this point. Man! Lightning immune Lister. Every Bale Wave. I am repping it. Where did I find Maras? I found multiple Maras at this point. The very first one I ever found was in the Mausoleum. After that, I haven't really paid attention to where I dropped them. I think one in the pits. I don't know where the rest have been, though. I never dropped Maras off any of the traditional sources, though. Like, I've never gotten, like, Mephisto Maras, or... Diablo actually has pretty good odds for Maras as well. Diablo actually has some really good odds for jewelry and specific items. Like, he's the best place to get Storm Mosh. It's just the issue with him is... I mean, it takes a while to get to him, and you need to seal pop and waste all your time killing seal bosses that can't drop shit. And then Diablo himself, there's a lot of items he can't drop either. He's just got really good drop odds for some specific, but it's not really worth your time. Sorry, I asked a question, then I didn't see the results. Is the stream any different with GPU encoding? It's probably entirely the same, correct? Is it Dural's at Hell Headhunter? That makes sense. I know that he has the best drop odds, like Dural has the best drop odds for Metal Grid, but no difference? Okay, yeah. I was pretty much 90% positive, or 99% positive there's going to be zero difference. I just noticed that my PC streams newer games, like a tiny bit better on console, or tiny bit better GPU encoding than CPU encoding, so. But I am upgrading my PC soon, boys. Where do you find War Travelers? Hell Andariel or Hell Mephisto are probably the two best spots. I really just want it for, like, I think it'd be cool to have for Frenzy Barb for Ubers. That's pretty much it. And that and just getting it for the Grail. That's really the only... It's not an overly useful. And see, I'm thinking that GPU I told you about yesterday. The 2070 Super with the MSI, the Trio X Gaming with the 3 fans. Thinking that one. The 3700X, or possibly I'll get the regular 2080 MSI Trio X Gaming one. Is the regular 2080 with the MSI and the three fans, whatever, it's an extra $200, so I might get that. Woodsman Lee coming in with the fat super. Thank you, my dude. 200 Nox. I don't know what Nox currency is, but thank you, my dude. No, we do not want the dolls to blow up in our faces.
Don't let them dolls blow up the goal of 99. Keep it up.
Thank you, dude. We will get there. Thank you for the Superman. I appreciate it. As far as I know, Bozagon said it shouldn't be an issue. It should fit fine. Bender, yeah, I'm Team AMD all the way. Unless you want an extra 20 frames per second in Fortnite, go AMD. I mean, it just makes sense for me for video editing and streaming to go AMD, but... Well, I know how much, like, I have a rough idea of the value range. I can tell from the color of the super chat. I just don't know what currency knock is, that's all. But thank you for the super, Woodsman Lee. Super Stidham, what's going on, buddy? Hey, Super, I liked your last video. I laughed at the part where the dude had a knife, and then he looked behind him, and then there was like 4 guys with knives, and then he starts running, and then it faded to Tyler1 screaming like a lunatic. That was pretty funny. That was a good video, dude. You have really good editing. I don't know if you edit your own stuff, but you have really good editing skills. No brand loyalty, but AMD did better in tests for my budget when I bought the... Yeah, that's the same thing. I don't have brand loyalty either, but the AMD, when I go like the AMD 3700X, it's just a way better chip for what I want. For video editing and streaming, it's just better, so... You edit everything yourself? Nice. Premiere Pro? I don't know how you do that stuff where you can, like, remove all the background behind Tyler1. I don't know how that's done. Like, that must not be done in Premiere Pro. It must be done in something else. Tom, I'm using Crescent Moon. Shale Amtur. Just for the minus 35 light res. David, show you a good base for Enigma. Your top 3 bases are typically Mage Plate, because you can run 0 strength investment characters. You can use an Archon Plate for more defense and good durability. Or you can use a Dust Shroud for more defense than the Mage Plate. It's kind of like a mix, but less requirement than an Archon Plate. But the biggest issue with the Dust Shroud is it doesn't have a lot of durability charges. So you will spend a lot of time repairing it or using Relrins. Those are really your 3 top bases. Outside of that, you can do stuff like using funky things like Sacred Armors for style points or full plate mails or shit like that. Like if you want a different looking skin. Don't make a Sacred Armor unless you're doing like a max strength build. That was a bad example. But there's other... Like I'm trying to... I don't really have any of them, but you can run like different skins. Like the exceptional versions of like this shit. Not like the skin, right? To make your character look different, but... You use Vegas Pros. Okay. You cut Tyler Warner with After Effects, brush everything out, and add a green screen layer behind. Took you 2-3 hours to make? Okay. I wanted to do that with the Diablo Flaming logo. Like, I wanted to only have the Diablo Flaming logo, but then have filter everything out. Like this thing right on the... I wanted to do that, but only show this, but then I don't even have After Effects, and if it's gonna take me hours to do it, fuck that. Yeah, no, yeah, I had a... Thank you, Fender. I had an idea, like, I have an idea based on colors, right? It's blue, and then it goes green, then it goes yellow, orange, red, and then I think pink. Or maybe pink and then red, I'm not sure. I can tell by the color of the super chat and how long it stays up on the stream chat. How much it is. By the way, I picked up God of War Super. June Lim, how am I still playing this game? It's a good game, dude. That's how I'm still playing it. I'm pretty good at Premiere Pro now. And Photoshop. What's up, Turbo Gandalf? It's all practice. Like, I think the first Diablo 2 video I ever made took me, like... I don't know. 15 hours to make. And now I can make a video in, like... 2 hours. If I had the pre-recorded footage, I can make a video in 35-40 minutes. Depending on how much effort I put into the video. Yeah, joking. There's actually a couple select uses for Tyrells. But yeah, for the most part, it's not a very useful armor. You lost your ability, no comment? I learned all my shit from trial and error and YouTube tutorials, pretty much. Starner, what's going on, buddy? It's all just familiarity and... How much money do I make streaming? Enough to supplement my income. Like a decent amount. Like I do make a decent amount of money streaming. It's not enough to support myself financially though. Like I can't pay my mortgage off of it. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm kind of the opposite, Super. It depends on the style of video. But like a build video or something might only take me like 4 hours at the most. Human Bot Project, if you include the runtime, they can be like 60-70 hours. But editing, I typically don't spend more than like 5 to 6 hours editing a video. But I don't do the same level of editing you do. Just basic stuff. Nobody's getting naked, man. It is, yeah, it's a lot of work, for sure. I can relate, Super. I know exactly what you mean. Dude, love all your videos, don't get enough... Don't get to play Diablo 2. Great watching every day. Thank you, Cons Levy. Appreciate it, ma'am. They improved the stats on Tyro's Might and Pod. Thomas! Thank you for the sub, dude. Do you have ever issues with copyright, Super? With some of the music and that you use? Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Oh yeah, I'll be playing D4 a lot when it comes out, man. D4 is like my ticket to maybe get a little bit bigger on YouTube. That's like, that game is gonna be my ticket. What's up, Krelmish? You can use almost... Okay, see, I'm like super cautious about... I only use no copyright music, and... I'm really hesitant about specific games that I stream too, because I worry about just getting copyright while I'm streaming. When D4 drops, I will take an entire week off. Like, I will stream a shitload when D4 comes out. I am from Ontario, Canada, man. Yeah, like, I know that... Oh, I'm on the wrong hand. I know, like, I 100% know the difference between copyright ID and copyright strike. Like, I 100% I know the difference. And I know that you can, like, mute... It gives you the option now to, like, mute the song or remove the specific title. So it's pretty... It's way better than what it was. I just know that if you actually get striked while streaming, that I can't stream for 3 months, which... For the most part, it's not a big deal, but just YouTube's just stupid compared to Twitch. It is what it is. You hope that it's not a big disappointment? I think it's going to be really good. I mean, some people might bitch and moan that it's not Diablo 2, like the drop loot tables, but... Overall, I think it's going to be really good. Yeah, I've never, like... Any modern game that I stream, I've never had any issues. The only games that I'm worried about streaming is Metal Gear Solid games from Konami, or anything from Konami, really. But besides that, like Capcom, Resident Evil, like Colossus, like God of War, nobody strikes your shit. It's usually just Konami. You have huge faith? The only thing that concerns me a little bit with D4 is what it's going to be like with, like, the community events and stuff. Like, how often that big boss, like Shava, will spawn, and... I hope it's not like a fucking clickfest, too, when items drop. You know what I mean? Like, I hope it's, like... You kill Shava, you all get one drop, and only you can pick it up. Luann, how's it going? Oh, sorry. Luann, thank you for the sub. I'm all over the place today. Thank you for the sub, dude. Who are you sponsored by, Super? Where's the forum goal I scammed you out of? I'm sorry you got scammed on D2JSP. The person using my name is not me. That's all I can tell you. So, sorry you got scammed, but it's not me, dude. You know when you get those random texts when they're like, I'm a really hot, attractive 27-year-old horny girl that's just down the street from you. Click on this link and come meet up with me and let's be fuck buddies. Don't always believe what you see. He has ghost skins right now. Ah, cool, man. That's fucking cool. What kills? And no comments? What kills pod? Don't give the girl your forearm goal. You guys ever seen the show Catfish? Where it's like people will spend like 5 years talking to a girl and they never agree to meet up. And it's like they finally meet up and then it's not the person that they thought it was. And it's like, well, the fuck did you expect? I think I already have that one F. Canadians are nice people? Yeah. Or you guys know when you get the phone call and they're like, you are about to be sued for X amount of money and you're going to go to jail. Yeah, okay. Take me to jail. Hang up. Yeah, I remember that headhunter where they said that some specific items you can trade within a guild. Some items you can only trade once and others you can't trade. So I do like that. But what I'm saying is like, I hope it's not like when they kill like that big world boss and there's like one rare thing drops and it's like a click fest. Like when you're doing Baal running on Battle.net and everybody's like click, 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 click to try and get the drop. I hope they don't have that bullshit. But I think that like, do you guys think that having an item you can only trade once, that like eliminates kind of DTJSP currency for items, right? You know what I mean? Or especially items that can't. You pray the paladin will return? As far as we know, it's the sorceress, druid, barbarian. There has been confirmed screenshots of Amazon javelins, so pretty sure, like 99% sure that the Amazon is going to be returning as well. The fifth character, yeah, it could be Pally. We'll see. You hope for a Necro? I just hope they don't have corpse explosion. Corpse explosion is fine. Yeah. Because what does every single necro build in Diablo 2 do? Gets the kill somehow, and then corpse explodes everything. That's literally the truth. Like bone necro, summon necro, poison necro, they all use a different method of getting the first kill, and then they just corpse explode the entire room. That's all there is to the necro. Dude, you hate the druid, man? I am in love with the druid, Trey. Like, that is going to be the character that I fucking play. The only thing I haven't decided is how I'm going to spec my druid. I'm either going to go pure elemental, pure shapeshifting, or hybrid. It really just depends. Just texting the wife. Gotta go pick her up at the airport. I like that they made him husky. Like, you think they should have made the druid like some super sleek and ripped guy? I feel like a dude who transforms into massive grizzlies and shit should be a little husky. Oh, you just hate his look, yeah. I don't know. When he's like in his werewolf and he's casting that hurricane. Like I like how for D4 they've shifted his elemental spells to kind of earth-based. I like that. It's better than like the fire and of Diablo 2. In my opinion. D4 needs a good assassin. Yeah, I haven't played enough of D3 to know all the builds inside and out. I just hope that it's not... that they get the balance right between stuff going on the screen. Like, I hate when it's just a metric shit ton of spells and I can't even tell what I'm attacking or what I'm taking damage from, and I think that's the one thing that Diablo 2, like, fucking nailed. Well, it's not like... you could argue that, like, lightning is earth-based, you can argue that cold is earth-based, but I mean, it's like... I mean, like, they're not like flashy spells. They're like you're hurling boulders, or it's like tornadoes and stuff. Which character is the most strongest for duels? Todar, I'm not a big PvP guy. I think the assassin's really good, druid's really good. It really depends on who you're dueling, like which character is the best against the others. Pedro Sismoto, thank you for the sub. It's really situational, but I think the best overall PvP character is the 163 FCR, 99 FHR Wind Druid. That can kind of do well against all characters. But I know the Assassin's amazing, Bone Necro's amazing. Oh, Fist of Heaven's Paladin, yeah. Griswold set, all full life assets, is one-shot you. Good times. That's why I don't like PvP. It's like... I don't know. Like, who can one-shot who the quickest? I should probably just save and exit. What's up, Vic? Yeah, we're using Crescent Moon, Gabriel. You don't, it's literally 125 to 150 runs setback. What's up, Void? That's how much a setback it is if I die. So you can imagine I average probably 20 runs an hour. I think I'm like 3 minutes a run. You know, so that's 20 runs an hour. It's too much time wasted. My least favorite monsters? Dolls would be up there. I hate harpies as well. Souls aren't too bad because I feel like you can negate them. Probably just the snakes that deal with that. Crescent Moon with your Tesla in? Nice, Fender. Wouldn't Grief work better, or do you just go Crescent Moon to like really max the crap out of your lightning damage? I guess it depends on how you want to balance melee and lightning damage. Cows, Tipster stream? I'm 100% putting out a D2 video. It's just I'm undecided if I'm going to be streaming God of War or more Diablo 2 tomorrow. Not sure. I do play a little bit of BNet, Isaac. Typically just ladder resets. The easy answer is for my playstyle and the amount that I can actually play and for producing video content for the game, single player works better for me. It's not that I hate Battle.net, it's just pretty much just works better for me. The Goat Sim? God of War, you can help me? Well, I'm going into it blind, so I don't really want help unless I get completely gridlock stuck, but... I'd say Azarath would probably be better than Gimmershed. All my variety streams from here on out, with the exception of the odd stream, will be on YouTube. I think it's just, well, two things, yeah. Some people just want to help, which I'm totally fine with. I just don't want the help unless I get completely stuck. But yeah, then there is people that if you're not pro, they let you know it. There definitely is backseat gaming, for sure. No comment, dude. I don't understand it, man. Like, I haven't dropped a single frame this stream, so I want to say probably about 95% certainty, James, I'm probably going to focus solely on YouTube. Like, I've never had that issue before. Any stream that I've ever watched on YouTube, I could always watch it in whatever setting I wanted to. 1080, 720, I could flip it up and down. When am I thinking about playing God of War? Either tomorrow or next week. I work Thursday, Friday, 12-hour shifts. I want to drop a Diablo 2 video on Thursday. So I'll either stream Diablo 2 tomorrow or God of War. One of the two. Yeah, a lot of people tell me that their work firewalls Twitch, but doesn't firewall YouTube, so... Just force 720p max. That's all I stream at is 720. I could go 1080. I got 100 download, 20 upload, but for whatever reason, I drop frames occasionally at 1080, so... But I might update my OBS, because they have a variable bitrate setting now, so I might be able to stream 1080 more comfortably without dropping frames. Zork, his experience is capped out at players 3. It's a bug. So you can go up to players 8. He's just harder to kill and you don't get any experience. His drops do max out at players 5. So you could technically go P5, but it's only slightly better than P3. So it's just not worth the time. Nothing yet, blood. What's up, Alan? Shitty ring. What's up, Hell? What level are you if you just got to Hell, Alan? Mana, Fire Res, Poison Res, Gold Fine, MF. Huh. Those are okay Gold Fine boots. Those might actually work really well for a Gold Fine bar because I guess Leap is kind of annoying. I guess your mercenary is always chasing after them. So Warcry works really well, but Warcry is mana intensive, and at least that's got mana on it. Yeah, H. Oh, James, if I died, I was gonna blame that on you. I'm just kidding. Fucking dolls. Yeah, H-Tin doesn't like wave. Not like wave 2. But they melt everything else. Yeah, it wasn't a very good ring, so I doubt I'll get a 180. I pretty much accepted that I might not ever drop that item, which I'm fine with. I don't play the game enough or hardcore enough to get it. If I can get 99 on a sorceress, I'll be happy. Holy Bolt takes forever. You go down to players 1, James, for wave 2. You tried a Reaper's Toll Mercenary? I've thought about maybe going like Reaper's Toll, going 75 FCR, carry a beast, Reaper's Toll Mercenary, because you're still gonna kill stuff with the hammers anyways. And then on wave 2, he would have the Concentration Aura, the Might Aura, your beast, and then Reaper's Toll, and he would just crush everything. Alan, can I show you the gear? Yeah, 1 second. Crescent Moon, Chains of Honor, Faceted Griffins, 218 FCR MF Amulet, Spirit, Alders, 1 Wisp Projector, SOJ, Mage Fist, and Arachnid's Mesh, with Lightning Skillers, multiple MF and Resistance Small Charms, and CTA on Switch. Yeah, well, you shouldn't really have too much of an issue with mana because you can use Redemption, and if you have like 2 SOJs and a decent battle orders, you shouldn't struggle too much. It's more mana burn. Like, that's the thing, is with an Insight Mercenary, you'd never have to pot ever, even with mana burn, but the right there had mana burn, which kind of, I hate that skill. I wish it was not in D2. Razor, I'm using Crescent Moon. Shale, and Tur, it's a rune word in a Crystal Sword. Just for the minus light res. I don't know what temporal change is, I have no idea. That's something really nasty. Yeah, it's super budget MK. The only problem with Crescent Moon is it has no res and no FCR. So if you want to hit 117, you have to be kind of specific with the gear that you use. So Chains of Honor helps me cap out my res, but then it's really hard to hit 117 FCR. So I get 25 from Griffins, 35 from Spirit, 20 from Arax, 20 from Mage Fist, and then I get 18 from my Caster Amulet. That's the only way I can hit it. Or you can use Viper Magi and maybe switch out the Amulet for Amara's. So is your movement speed, cast speed, and attack rating by 75%? Ooh, that's nasty.
Not here.
So it's kind of like a really bad Decrepify. You guys ever get like little crud on your mouse pad and then it drives me bonkers? Can I just get a drop? I'm pure lightning, Alan. Pure lightning. I'm doing great, Mabby. Thank you for asking. How are you? Best sorceress for just getting through the game? Depends on who you ask, or in your gear, I guess. You can either go... You can go fire at the start and use leaf, or you can go charge bolt. Charge bolt all the way to blizzard, or you can go charge bolt and switch to nova, and then take that all the way to blizzard, and then it's pretty much just blizzard through nightmare, or frozen orb if you want. Some people like frozen orb better than blizzard. And then when you get to hell, it's just pure blizzard, skip immunes, get through act 1, get to ancient tunnels in act 2, try and teleport and get to Mephisto act 3, and then it's just Meph runs and Endariel runs. And ancient tunnel runs until you get geared up, and then some dual spec like frozen orb, meteor, or blizzard fireball, and take that all the way through the game. Like all the way through, like to beat ancients and stuff like that. I like blizzard fireball. That's my favorite dual spec. I'm not a big fan of frozen orb meteor. I really don't like it. Yeah, frozen orb or fireball and frozen orb. Yeah, I guess it just depends on what you. But yeah, frozen orb and fireball would work well as well. I just don't like the casting delays with meteor and then coupling that with frozen orb. Which skills did I make for? I'll relook at the skill tree. I forget exactly how I did the. Been a while. I believe it was enough my cold mastery to get. I think I was at minus 130, because then typically that brings everything down to minus 100, unless it's magic enchanted and cold enchanted, but for the most part that's fine. And then I forget, blizzard was definitely maxed, and then a certain amount was in here, and then fire spells was just, I don't remember exactly, it was maybe 10 or 15 into here, and then 10 or 15 into there or something. It was so long ago when I used it leveling up, but some split like that, like enough to have everything that's 30% cold res in hell down to minus 100, which is minus 130, and a certain amount into blizzard in the prereqs, but then leaving enough to get like at least like 1,000 fireball damage. No worries, man. I've never tried that, Shark. Never tried Firewall. Like I said, there's a lot of different combos you can use. I guess Firewall, Meteor, Fireball, Frozen Orb, Blizzard Fireball. Still hunting for it, Beijan. Yes and no. There's aspects that I like better about YouTube, and there's a lot of aspects I like better about Twitch. I mostly just stream on YouTube because my following is on YouTube.
Hello.
And I do have a Twitch with like 2,000 followers. It's just streams are typically a lot. There's Necro only, no comment. Streams typically do a lot better on YouTube, so I just stream on YouTube. I don't know how I'm gonna spec myself in pod though. I'll probably just max Frozen Orb. Like, put enough into Cold Mastery. I don't think I'll put points into Ice Bolt to boost it, and then I'll just put all my remaining points into Hydra and Fire Mastery, and whatever the Hydra synergies are. I gotta look at the skill tree. Dude, I'm still hunting for F Titans, man. Congrats. Oh, yeah, I guess I used Chain Lightning to clear the throne room, and then I used Chain Lightning on wave 1, 2, 3. So, I'm actually using it a lot. I don't know how... Like, I think my Wolf Barb is just going to be Grief on the main hand, Beast on the offhand. I don't like builds that I need to use a shitload of pre-buffing and swapping. Ross, I think I'm only gonna get 250 rare Druid Pelts. I'm hoping I get... Why am I casting so... This keeps me entertained between the waves, dude. That's it. What's wrong with it, Nate? Why don't you like me casting my Frozen Armor? I want to make sure it stays up during the waves. You never know when it might run out. Yeah, Frozen Armor stacks if you just Is that annoying, guys? I'll stop doing it. Which through, I'll check it. I'm pretty sure I have F and non-F. If it's F, I'll pick it up. It's not really exciting. No. It's just happening. I can't stop me. The bow sounds good, Daniel? I've just done so many Baal runs at this point that I just do, like... I do shit between the waves to keep myself occupied. Who voiced the barb? I have no idea. The Necro has the best death sound. Carl, thank you, dude. I haven't got dick. Sweet fiddly dick so far. Other than experience. And get results with Mausoleum runs? I did it with a human bot. I dropped man's songs, which was pretty cool. Arax, couple high runes. I mean, it was okay, just nothing insane. Base amazing from Infinity. I used a Thresher. The thing about an Infinity base is it matters, but it doesn't matter. It's the best way to put it. I went Thresher because he attacks faster and I can use different combos of gear and still get good breakpoints. And he can proc Crushing Blow more frequently on bosses. Some people argue that something like a Cryptic Axe, Fortitude, and Andes with an increased attack speed jewel is the best mathematical damage, and it is. But then also on any lightning-based character like Javzon or Lightning Sorceress, you kill 90% of the time, or 99% of the time, right? Your Mercenary hardly does any killing, so any Ethereal 4-1 socket Elite Polearm, just make it in. I don't think it matters. Unless you really want to min-max the shit out of something. I have 10 left. Exclamation Grail if you want to get the link to all my remaining items. I just haven't updated Schaefer's Hammer and Stormlash on it. What's up, Des? Man, where are them GGs at? GG's in Chaos. I know, I found more GG's and Hammered in than I... Drazen!
Nate Moon is farming Maggot Lair 1 and 2 for Tyrails.
Thank you for the super. Is Nate Moon in the Maggot Lair? Yeah, I mean, it depends, Hex. Like, see, I agree with the point you're making, but also at the same time, like, if you look at these runs that I'm doing right now, my Mercenary is just really carrying an Infinity Orb for me, right? I'm doing all the killing, so he does proc Crushing Blow more frequently on bosses, which is true, but when I teleport over to Baal, static field does all the work. Doesn't really do anything. Like I'm saying, like in terms of mathematics, like you could argue a faster base or hard hitting base or whatever. I just think it's such a moot point because like Javazon, 3 charge strikes, Baal's dead. Sorceress, you come in, you static. Mercenary doesn't even get a chance to proc Crushing Blow. So it's... Again, that's just my opinion. Ah! I'm not paying attention. Dingo! Thank you for the sub, brother! Right here, teleport to Baal. Static, static, static. He's down low, half health. At this point, Crushing Blow doesn't really even do much, so... I don't know what I'm gonna do if I complete the Grail. When I do. That point, maybe switch over to Path of Diablo, or E4 will be up by then, I don't know. I won't do a hardcore Grail, or like a softcore Grail and then do a hardcore Grail. I won't do 2. I can't... I respect the people that can do that. I just don't think that I could do that amount of grinding over again. Virtual, speak up! Stefan, I do stream a little bit on Twitch, but 99% of my streaming is done on YouTube. But thank you for tuning in to stream, dude. E3 is a joke. Matthias, I don't know. I'd have to look on drop calculator. I'm pretty sure she can probably drop Indariel's, but maybe there's... Pretty sure Indariel can drop Reaper's Toll, but I'm not 100% positive. I have to look it up.
For luck today, man. Go, go, go.
Thank you, Virtual. I need some luck. I did have an unreal stream, though, with the Hammered In. I mean, a Godly Skiller, 5% BK Ring, Wind Force. All in Chaos Sanctuary. I know what Slash Diablo is. I've watched people stream it. I've never played on the private server, though. I'm actually using their loot filter at the moment. Yeah, I think it's like the finite system versus the infinite system, Isaac, and then the loot table. I do think that's a big factor of D2's, like, compared to D3. You also have to realize that Diablo 3 still has, like, a lot of people playing it. There's more active Diablo 3 players and people watch it streaming than Diablo 2. So it's not like it's dead, it's just it did a really good job of alienating hardcore D2 fans. But I do think that's part of the reason why his drop rates, nostalgia, infinite versus finite system. I don't think it's just one single thing that makes like the long-term gameplay of Diablo 2 not as boring as Diablo 3. With that being said, I have hardly played any D3 at all, right? The majority of my D3 knowledge comes from people telling me what the system's like and what they didn't like. I did beat the game. I haven't done greater rift grinding, but I do like understand the basics of infinite, finite, right? Keep doing greater rifts. Versus Diablo 2. Diablo 2 is finite. Level 99 is the highest level you can get. Cadone, your sister's delivering your coffee? Did your sis want to bring me one? Extra large double double. Fire Druids are super fun to play. I've got multiple Fire Druid videos on my channel if you want to check it out. Got kind of a balanced one, and then I have a hardcore max damage build. They are tons of fun. They're just very limited in where they can effectively farm. And the biggest thing about a Fire Druid is the casting delays are really annoying. So if you cast Armageddon, you can't cast any other fire spell for, I think, a duration of 7 seconds. And then some of the other ones are like Fisher's got 2 seconds where you can't cast anything. So you have to kind of time your spells and know when and where to cast them. But like my max damage build on Player's 8 Ancient Tunnels, it absolutely shatters everything. It just melts everything with fire except for the invaders. They're a little bit harder to kill because they have higher fire res. It's a very niche character. I need super expensive gear to be maxed out. Well, my max damage Fire Druid was a perfect Raven lore with a -5 +4 facet, Phoenix, and then I used a 6 open socket crystal sword with 6 fire facets in it. So that was like in full fire skillers, like that's basically the maximum damage setup you can get. It's just hard to stack a lot of FCR at that point. Eon, you're watching D2 from Korea? Have you guys ever seen some of the massive streams, the D2 streams? That there's like random like Koreans that they'll be streaming at like 3 in the morning my time, so like 2,000 viewers. They're like totally mute, they're not saying a single word. And they have like these huge D2 streams. Fucking crazy. I see them on Twitch. I do get XP, Peanut, from the minions. Most of the experience comes from wave 4 and 5, but on players 8 I do get XP. I'm serious, man. It's like they're completely like they're just like playing the game. They don't interact a lot with chat. Give me 1 second, Peanut. We'll do an experience count here. So 370k. We'll break down the waves and Baal. So I got 2,500 experience for wave 1, which is sweet diddly dick. You guys in COVID gear 1 second? No. Just because you are trolling me. Okay, wave 2. So we got what is that? Math DB. 7,500 that experience. So I guess about the same 7k experience again. This will be a lot more. So 96. One second, Justin. I'll answer that question for you. Okay, so this is Lightning Me and Lester. So 402. So what were we at? 370? So we were at 370 when we started, right? So 30,000 experience doing the waves on players 8. So over was actually 32,000, whatever. Just say 33,000. You are not asking me my gear, Drazen. You're giving me... If you're actually legit asking the gear, I'll go over it one more time. I don't think you are, though. So... You really are, okay. Crescent Moon, Mage Fist, 1 SOJ, Wisp Projector for Souls, Holders for Fire Res, 35 FCR Spirit, Rax, Chains of Honor, Faceted Griffins, and 218 FCR Amulet, which gives me 118 FCR, capped res, I still have DR, and 148 MF. $60 FHR. 1 FHR small charm and then 55 from Spirit. So, okay. The majority experience does come from Baal, but I think that... So we went from 370 to 455. So I do think that, you know, in 30 to 35 that was coming from the waves. So I think that the waves are worth doing on players 8. You could save a little bit of time doing all the waves on players 1. I don't know if it's worth it, though. Yeah, I have 1 FHR small charm with Fire Res. What's up, Fizzo? Just at work? Hope you have a good day, bud. Don't worry, you haven't missed much besides experience today. No worries, Peanut. Well, the runs, like, with the exception of, like, a Lightning Me and Lister, like... You might as well do them on players 8. Like it takes like a couple seconds to kill wave 2, a couple to kill wave 3. 1,000. Oh yes, the SOJ counter. Sorry, Justin. That's just a random counter that Pluggy put in. Just it keeps counting up, and then the Pluggy will pick a random time for declone to spawn. It's just a way to simulate Diablo clone on single player. Kind of that SOJ is being sold on servers on Battle.net. Just an attempt to try and replicate it on single player. Yeah, I do my best to try and read. Yeah, I know, Benjamin, that it does do more. Chaos is more optimized experience doing players 1 seals, players 7 Diablo. I know that it is more optimized, but you're not going to get shit all for drops that way. Even though Baal running's not really good for drops either, there's still at least the chance of getting a drop. Versus Diablo or the seal bosses, you know you're never going to get anything that's above TC84 or whatever. But I just enjoy Baal running more. Chaos is just boring, and it's super dangerous as well. Sorceress. But you are absolutely correct, dude. It is more efficient that way. For pure experience. I have no idea, Dominic. I've never kept track. A lot of hours, though. And Quincitas. What build would I do Chaos and a Sorceress with? For the players 1 seal popping, or for just... Like, in general, I think that the Blizzard Fireball hybrid is better for Chaos than Lightning, because there's a lot of Lightning immunes in Chaos Sanctuary. But if I was only seal popping, I would probably run like a 100 and some teleporting hybrid with max block Storm Shield. That is a nasty throne room. Oh my god. I would probably want to have max block, Viper Magi, Storm Shield, some setup like that. I have never seen a throne room like that. Yeah, if you're running Chaos Sanctuary, H-Den is the best Chaos Sanctuary runner. But for Sorceress, for Chaos Sanctuary, I'd either run some Cold Fire Hybrid or Max Block for Seal Popping. Like, didn't you try some Vizier and Infector seal popping only, Sickwoid, and then because it was a little bit better for experience, and then didn't you die or something from the curses? I did it a while ago with the Druid. It's one of my least favorite places to farm. I just find it such a visually unappealing area to MF. Yeah, the maps, like, you can roll maps where kind of you can skip like a third of the chunk of the map because you never had boss pack spawn there. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of how the maps roll either. That being said, We're gonna be doing some AT farming soon. Dual spec is enough damage. Are you typing for Chaos, Nate, or for Ancient Tunnels? Iron Maiden was a disaster. It was literally like you get through there once and you never go back with the melee character. DD. Thank you for the super, brother. Love me my PLN currency. I don't know what that is, but thank you so much for the super, my friend. Thank you, I appreciate it. Razan, look at your D. Oh, did you get an upgrade, buddy? You have the second last D badge? PLN is Polish cash? Okay, thank you, bud. Can't wait till we get some of the final badges in chat. Sick! Eight months to free mode. I still haven't gotten my shirt in the mail yet. Are you doing tractor training today, dude? Or are you... Or am I in your phone or your pocket at work? Two months for you, Jordan? Currently on lunch break? Nice, man. What's up, Elite? My favorite donut attempt? I'm not a big fan of donuts. I like the peanut butter cookie, though.
Good afternoon.
Polish slutty. No worries, dude. Ask away anytime, Justin. And also, if you want to join the Discord, links in the description, man. If anybody wants to join, you're more than welcome to. You can ask any question anytime, and the moderators should be there. Or even the community to answer any Diablo 2 question you have. That goes for anybody, if anybody wants to join. Here's on my mercenary right now. I lightly make funny on Discord. Fortitude, 20 DR, Eth V-Gaze with a Chamrune for Cannot Be Frozen, and a Thresher, Affinity, and an Ethereal Thresher. Baal! Where them fucking GG's at, brother?
Not in town.
I didn't upgrade my V-Gaze because there's a chance that it can have less defense and a higher requirement. Even though the requirement doesn't really matter at this point because my mercenary is... Ron, you're at the airport? Nice. Because my merc is level 98, he can't get any higher. There's a chance I can make it worse. And in the chance that I make it better, I only get like an extra like 30 to like 40 defense, which really doesn't make a difference. So I just left it as is. I could absolutely upgrade it. Gotta go back. Yeah, Sanctuary, what's up, Zod? Lemon, you think so? Chamo Droppo coming soon. Thank you for the super lemon. Appreciate it, man. We'll see.
Chom Droppo, coming soon, brother.
Thank you, bud. Drew, mustache? No mustache for DB. But now that I'm using my loot filter, I don't think I'll ever miss a Wind Force. It's so nice having a loot filter. Like, I even dropped out, I don't even have healing potions anymore. Just mana pots. And then I just chug mana pots and pick them up. Oh yeah, Streamlabs reading is bad. It's bad.
I can't carry anymore.
Vitor, greetings back from Ontario, Canada, man. I'm pretty sure 3moth was 97. I think he just gave up on experience because he said he was close to 98, then he died a couple times, and then I think he said at that point he just didn't care. Just died a bunch and just doesn't really matter. No, I'm not in the Mile High Cub. Have you ever been in a fucking washroom in a plane? How the hell would you do that shit? He's still 98? Well, I don't know. Unless, does he do, like, chaos streaming? Because Players 1 Ancient Tunnels is going to take him, like, 500 years to get to 99. Kate Chan! Thank you for joining the Big D Gang! Appreciate it, man. Enjoy your badges and your custom emotes. Are they gonna kick you out? I have never done that. I am being honest. Casper, you got Zodran cows? No way, dude. Good for you. Depending on the character, I would say so, yeah, Neon. Barbarian, probably not. Sorceress, yeah. It would be challenging. Possible to buy a low infinity with an SOJ and a Sur. I have no idea what the going trade rate is for items on Battle.net. I'm gonna say yes because it's late into the regular ladder and stuff drops drastically after like the first 3 weeks, the prices, so I don't see why not. You think you could do it with a barb, James? A Hell Barbarian? I guess I'm sure you could, but that's like, could you bike from Mexico to Canada? Well, you could, but Nate, would you drop Tyrell Might? Oh, frozen armor. Is it that bad, man? What's wrong with frozen armor, Nate? What's up, David? Is the sick rumor going to be ice? It is a secret. Anyone playing pod and reset? I'll be playing a little bit natural. Okay. I'll stop. I had a guy drop 12 347 experience charms. I have no idea what that means, Bill. What is a 347 experience charm? I'm gonna at least do it every Baal wave, man. I have to at least. Oh, that's Eth. Eth, I think I have that, but we'll keep it. Apparently he's supposed to be doing it today. Which I don't really care as long as they don't nerf Frozen Orb or Hydra. That's all I care about.
Good afternoon.
Best place to farm MS small charms? I don't think there is a best place, Kate. I mean, maybe like Lower Kurost or just mass monster farming. Just identify every single small charm that drops, and eventually you will get your 7 MF small charm. I legit don't think there is a best place though. It's just massive. It's the same thing as like skillers. It's just you just identify every GC that drops, and eventually one of them is going to be skiller with plus life. Lower Cross will give you all kinds of charms. It's just whether or not they roll 7 MF. Drops and skill over 25 to life. I have. Is it like a bus? Those Britain buses that have a second level? Close. High lightning, high cold. If those were swapped instead of poison res, if that was fire res, that'd be really nice. Tri res with MF, low MF, and it's got gold fine though. Close. Oh, Drazen, what the f is wrong with you? Oh my god. Get the fuck out of here. Jesus. People actually do that? I will say, I heard on the radio yesterday morning before work. I heard what the cereal challenge is. I heard that on the radio, and I was so disgusted with what the cereal challenge was. Like, I don't know what's wrong with people these days. Like, whoever thought of that should be stoned or something. I don't know. Disgusting. I'll take that back, but it's just gross. Like, I don't... What's up, Zamos? Streams Your Only Entertainment? Thank you for tuning in. You guys really want to know what the cereal challenge is? It's better off I don't explain it. I was gagging for like... I was legit gagging for like half my viewers just don't. You know what it is? Okay. It's just, yeah, everyone has Google. You go look up what the cereal challenge is and then question what's wrong with humanity. Should be good to go, chicken. I just gotta talk with the wife, see what she says. Should be good to go. I'm gonna be massively late though, because I work a 12-hour shift, so earliest 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, so everybody will be halfway through hell by the time we even start. No, it's not. I wish it was you eat a whole box of cereal. I wish it was.
DB Pod Friday night, are you chicken?
Johnny, you're halfway to hell? Does it count as female viewership? It will count towards my less than 1% female viewership. That is correct. You got it, Frog. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with people these days. Johnny, are you still sick, bud? You have less than 1% female viewership, Redmar? What's up, Brandon? DCRW!
Welcome to the land of Canada.
Thank you, GTR, for the super... Appreciate it, bud. Alright, good luck. Or have a good one at work, bud. Yeah, where's Bez? What's the best Sorcerer's Hybrid? Era, it really depends on your personal preference and your gear. Budget, Fire, and Blizzard is the best by far. There's Meteor, Frozen Orb, Fireball, Blizzard, Fireball. Those are probably the three most common choices. In terms of like top tier, like god tier gear, you can run like Frozen Orb and Chain Lightning. That's actually is a really powerful dual spec combo. It's just very expensive. That can work very well. But for budget, it really depends on your playstyle and what you like more. I like Fireball and Blizzard. That's just me. No worries, man. Ask away any question anytime. You join the Discord. Link is in the description. You can ask a lot of people there as well. Frozen Orb Nova? That probably works well too. I haven't tried it. Billy, what's going on, brother? Billy, just pop in, spam DB low, and leave. Anybody want to use any of those paid emotes? Those emotes I paid for? Or is everybody just spam DB low? You know those other emotes there, guys? There's 15 total. Everybody just Oh my god, Baal. Jesus. Yeah. Just DB low. God, I'm so glad I commissioned those other 14. So glad I commissioned them, man. People seem to love them and use them so much. Good times. Nate, I have all the same badges on the Twitch, man. All the same badges. By the way, guys, if you haven't followed on Twitch, the link is in the description. I stream variety there. I'm thinking I'm going to be sharing that account with a friend of mine. So it's going to be kind of a dual streaming account. But if you guys give a follow there... You done on Twitch, Nate? Why is that? I'm just going to very, very randomly stream there, like... But... I want to try and have my friend grow his channel a little bit, so... Twitch is so hard to get discovered. What are my non-lightning skills on this character? 1 into warmth, and then I have 1 into frozen armor. That's it. Everything else is fully decked out into lightning.
How may I be of help?
What's up, Cruz?
I can't carry anymore.
And I think Glimp filtered out my Cham runes. Rat, you see the column there on the right-hand side? That is how my drops have been today. Pretty bummer, to be honest. But we're getting experience and gems, I guess. What's up, Ned? Just bird. That is such a meme in the Diablo 2 community. I'm surprised it's people still mess up the ith and the f. Like I don't get it. Like it's like the biggest meme. Somebody even fucking tattooed the wrong combo of Enigma on their sleeve, and then people still fuck it up. I don't get it. He'd be so confused. That's true. Every other stream I got asked. That's true. But I think that's a good sign that like more and more people are coming back to the game. But the game, it'll never be what it was. But I do think it's like growing the community. Good shit. Burmal Burist. That is it, right? Yeah, Burmal Burist. That is right. Stop talking about myself in third person? That's what my wife says all the time. I just said it's a bad streamer habit. Dude, my coworkers know that some of them do. There's a couple younger guys that actually game, so they kind of remotely care, but a huge portion of my workforce where I work is like close to retirement, so they don't even know what YouTube is. So I doubt they give a fuck. Hey, okay, I did roll. In my defense, I had the 5 open socket base with me, and I didn't check. But I still rolled CTA in the right order. I just in the wrong base because I just was an idiot and didn't check. But it is what it is. Rune, baby. Oath, yeah, Oath is a great... Oath is probably the best budget rune word to use on a Zealer Summers. You can use Lawbringer if you don't have a Reaper's Toll Mercenary. That's a decent combo as well. I think budget is the go-to budget Zealer rune word though. Thought it was a low rune? Just give me a Zod rune, Baal, and I'll be happy. You haven't found it yet? Gives you the meat sweats. Honestly, I still get nervous when I roll rune words. And I think... Yeah, you can just message me on Discord, man. We can get a bunch of people. As long as everybody has functioning microphone mics and they've tested them in Discord and they're working properly, then yeah, I'll play with anybody. I don't really care. It's just pod. I'm not a fucking expert. Pod. I've dropped 1 DD, believe it or not. I've dropped 1. My entire lifetime of playing Diablo 2. It's the 24th, Caitlin, I believe. Any area with mass monster density. I mean, just keep killing stuff and eventually it will drop. Kind of like hunting for a white monarch or crystal. Well, crystal sword is different for spirit. That's different and normal. It can be tough to get like your first, you know, 5 open socket phase blade for grief. So 4 is, or sort of 3. Lawbringer's 3, right? It's gonna be just as challenging. Hex, you can add that with the /Diablo loot filter. All that's in the settings. You can do that. Right here. Level names, or sorry, no, item. You can, all this shit. Show ethereal. You can do all that crap. No comment. Countess for life. Countess for days. Yeah, so you can show the rune number, the item level, the sockets, if it's ethereal, all that shit. You can just turn it on or off. I just have it shut off. Summers Shadow, thank you for the sub. Oh my god, Baal. Oh my god. Guys, you think we could get 200 likes in chat today? We're at 130. Pretty please. It's new. I'm using Crescent Moon because it's just more damage. The minus 25 light res is amazing. For all around, Photo is better. Because you have res, you have FCR. So all around it's better. But for like maximum damage, Crescent Moon takes the cake. Jet! Get out of here with that. 16 Fathom? No, you're fine, man. Regular is fine. The only reason I made mine in F is just for style points, because you don't actually melee attack with it, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, Crystal Sword, any low requirement base is good for a Crescent Moon. I just wouldn't want to make it in a Phase Blade. You're gonna dislike because the bell drops? Oh, if it's for a Zealer, yeah, you're gonna want to make it in a Phase Blade eventually. But don't worry, it's a really cheap rune route. Only Shell on Mentor, so it's not the end of the world. Nope, Griffins can't drop from Hell Mephisto. Mark? What's up, Gabriel? Thelchi, what's going on, buddy? You done AFKing for 2 years, Thelch? What are you saying, dude? Long time no talk. Is your back better with the chiropractor? Single player Jose or Battle.net? If it's Battle.net, yeah, its characters are probably expired. Single player doesn't matter. There is, you can sign up with, you can give your email address to Blizzard, I think, and then they'll send you a warning when your characters are going to expire. I think, but I don't play a lot on Battle.net, so I can't tell you. Like all my ladder reset characters, they're expired because I never play them. It's not better yet, dude? Have you seen the chiropractor? Oh, there we go, there we go, there we go. Stormlash, item level 99! Stupid Horizon's Tornado. First okay drop of stream. Damn, that would have been exciting. Ethereal Stormlash. That would have been sweet. Okay, sounds good, Cadone. Man, I was about to drink, not out of the hole on my coffee. I need a sippy cup or a straw. Yes, please, Bill Kirk. Click like, please. Spread stream costs nothing. Pretty please. Leo T. Lie. Thank you so much for the sub, man. Asked Tim Hortons for a sponsorship. Leo, you're from Ontario, Canada. Nice, man. Where are you from? I live outside Mississauga. Any interesting drops? We literally just dropped Horizons from Baal. Other than that, nothing but a lot of experience. No, I never messed with any of the settings. Xenu, it's basically just, those were 15 annies that I collected over like 3 months of him randomly spawning. Non-nath worth keeping. I mean, you could make like silence in it. That's literally the only rune word I can think of. If that was ethereal, Breath of the Dying all day. Era, it sounds like you are way back on the stream. I dropped the Rune quite a while back. I need to get 250, Gabriel. Maybe he's in the future.
I am overburdened.
Come on, Baal! Nice pick up with Baal. You just had an error message on your pluggy, Cadone? Please tell me you have backups. Please tell me you have backups. Alex, you want to farm players 7 for keys. Players 8 doesn't make a difference. Browse first Vex Rune. You gonna make a Hodo? Can you have my pluggy? I might share the character files when I complete the Grail. But you can just hero edit everything that I have. If you really want to have everything.
Impossible.
Yeah, like I just copy it. I have a backup folder on my desktop, and then I also have an external hard drive that I just back up my character files onto, so if my PC crashes or D2 crashes, I'm covered either way. Rat, I need 10 more items to complete the Grail. Exclamation Grail if you want to see all my remaining items. The spreadsheet's entirely updated with the exception of Stormlash and Schaefer's. The relay it says I have 12 items missing, but it's actually 10. IG, you've never played D2 before, but you're watching stream? Nice, man. You're a little bit lost. Yeah, Chicken, I think the automatic OneDrive backup is really cool, but if somebody doesn't know how to back up character files to begin with, they should probably just focus on learning how to do that before setting up an automated backup thing.
I am overburdened.
Yeah, so now if you can't, try restarting your computer, and then if restarting your computer doesn't launch pluggy, like if you're still getting that error, then completely reinstall it. I've had that happen to me once before. It was actually a Windows update. I think that's what fucked me, because after I completely reinstalled E2, it was fine. But I couldn't, like, I had a glider, game crashed, and I couldn't actually reload it. It was random, the game's working? Okay. So you're probably okay, but you should always be making backups. The 2 remaining Grail armors, you should be able to go to... You can actually, on that website, you can go to my profile and you should be able to see, like, missing weapons and missing items. But it's Tyro's Might is the one. I don't know what the other one is. I thought there was only Tyro's Might was missing one that I have. Buster Shin, thank you for the sub. I typically back up my item or my character files every DG drop or every week. Bare minimum a week. Sometimes I do it multiple times a week. It really just depends on if I find anything crazy, or I'll back up my files. Like if I have like a 250 circuit video, like I'll back that up in case like the recording fucks up, so that I can put the files back in, and if the video fucks up, stuff like that. You never be too careful. Dude, I'm still missing Fathom, Belch, but I did drop Schaefer's and Stormlash recently, so I don't think you might have missed those. Was I swearing? I don't think I was swearing, Nate. Language is too much. Later, bud. How do you back them up, Ned? I am going to make a video about it this week. Fuck it. I'm gonna make a video because I get asked that so much. I'm going to make a video. It's super simple, but I'm going to cover how to do it. But you should go to Program Files, Diablo 2, D2SE, Cores, 1.13c, and then your save folder. And then you copy and paste all of those files to a other location. That's how you back it up. And don't worry about asking, dude. I'm not mad that you asked. You can ask away anytime. But it is so simple. And I don't want to see somebody lose thousands of hours of D2 because they just didn't back up their character files when it's so easy to do. So I have to make that. I have to make that video. Like, it's just so important. Instructions unclear. You got your dick stuck in a toaster. That's funny. I just don't want to see somebody. Like, it's even happened to Sir Fox. Sir Fox knows what it's like. Like, I don't want to see somebody make an Enigma or Infinity and they have to start all over again because they didn't take 20 seconds to copy and paste their game files. It's just that easy. Kozakon, we say in Briz. What's the best base for a CTA?
Good afternoon.
Well, it can be made in all weapons, but typically I really like to use a Crystal Sword, because if you have like Hodo on your main hand, and then you can tell the difference when you're weapon swapping. Because if you make it in a flail, like basically you want any low requirement base, but if you make it in a flail and you're using Hodo on the main weapon, it's a bitch because it's hard to distinguish. But then again, I'm using Crescent Moon, so on the offhand, right now the only way to tell the difference is it's ethereal versus not ethereal. So you could use a flail, double axe works, a war scepter, any normal weapon base that can roll 5 open sockets that has a low requirement will work. So really it just depends on what you're using, but I would say like Twin Axe, Crystal Sword, Flail, or War Scepter. One of those. I have War Scepter somewhere. One of those should work. Here's something like this. Some low requirement base. That'll work as well. Ed Caduceus. +3 to Holy Shield. Somebody actually has, it's Sickoid. He's got a 6 to battle orders, but it's a +2 to Holy Shield, I think. Is it +2, Sickoid? 6 to battle orders and then +2 to Holy Shield, I think. I've never had that problem happen to me, Buster. Even though I still vigilantly make backups, but as far as I know, there's 3 main causes that can fuck up your Pluggy files. One is incorrectly installing Pluggy with BattleNet. If you're going back and forth between the two, if you don't have multiple installs properly, that can corrupt you. Playing TCP with somebody who has a different version of Pluggy and you trade items, that can screw you up. A Windows update can screw you up. I've had that one happen to me, and then I've also had, what was the other one? A power outage. Like I've seen somebody on our Discord, they were playing on their laptop, and then their power completely cut out, and that corrupted his files. As far as I know, those are the three main sources. What the? Where is that? That's a. Did I miss him? Is he in chat? FO. I think it's close to. I think it's 4,000. Something nutty. Nobody. Oh, I think I was like 12. I was very young. Oh yeah? Okay. Oh no!
I am overburdened.
I have my PC plugged into a power surge bar. Just to be safe. Dr. Pepper straight on the mobile. Hell, you suck. But I think I need that one though. That's an Ethgray I'll find. Bavaric Keep. I must be the worst typer in the world. What's the command? I don't have a command for that. Exclamation internet? Dude, Ned, say some drops for DB. Florian, you. Thank you for the sub, Florian. Ontario, Canada. Eggs new. I live outside of Mississauga. Fan, a combination of I really like the game. I also do it to grow on YouTube, hanging out with you guys, combination of a lot of things. But I've started streaming variety as well to avoid burnout. So really, combination of all those four things kind of. And I actually don't play that much. If you consider how much I play to other big D2 streamers, I stream the least out of all of them. We're talking 1 to 2 streams a week at 3 to 4 hours a piece. And some people stream more in a hell speed run than I do in a week. Jordan with the commands. I've streamed D3. I have a playthrough thing, a playlist. Doing my first ever playthrough with the Barbarian. I streamed it this year, this season or whatever. Only did campaign. I didn't do any greater rifts. The next Diablo 3 season, I'll play it for like a week or two. I actually want to do some greater rift grinding. And D4, yeah, I'll play a lot of D4 when it comes out, for sure. You play this game crazy a lot, you have no life. Well, it depends on... There's like a fine line there, right? I mean, if you're playing like 10 hours a week or whatever, 15 hours a week, and you're enjoying it, like, yeah, whatever. If you're playing like 100 hours a week, but then at the end of the day, if you enjoy what you're doing, who are you to judge for what somebody does? Oof. Oof. You say it wrong, Jay. Yay. You play video games 100 hours a week? Thank you for the bless yous. No, don't die. Oh, you can't sleep? I'm lucky I don't have that problem. My wife is a really light sleeper too. Like, she always sleeps with the fan, like, she's got like a fan on that's like to drown out like a white noise kind of thing or whatever. Which, I used to not be able to sleep the first time that I had to start dealing with that, because I was like, how the fuck do you sleep listening to a fan blare all fucking night? But I got to the point where I don't mind it now. But I swear like a pin could drop and she'll wake up. You guys are sensitive too to sleeping? Do I know any good luck charm? I don't think that there is. I just either lucky or not. Nobody. You don't like me? Oh, you love me, right? You get me every time with that. What's up, Kriga? This is not Path of Diablo. This is Pluggy single player mod. What shield will I use for Zealer? Good question.
I am overburdened.
Oz is amazing. Exile works really well too. The thing I don't like about Exile though is the life tap proc, because it overrides Decrepify if you're using a Reaper's Toll Mercenary. That is an option though. Another really good option, but it's super expensive, is Phoenix. Phoenix isn't as bad as what you think it is for a Zealer, because the Firestorm interruption proc only takes into effect on the first initial strike. So strikes 2 through 5, it doesn't stop the continuation of Zeal, so it works very well. I have no idea, Doro, too many to keep track. But I've got a whole different combination of shields here that I've used on my Paladin. So this is a Hawes with a 40 ED jewel in it. That works really well. Then I have this. I use this for Trav farming. This is super expensive. Vex X low jaw. It's in a 45 all res Kurush shield base. But that gives you a whack load of enhanced damage. So it's works really well, like in combination with Grief. Or even Death. Death is a nice... Look at this thing. Isn't that gorgeous? A Colossus Blade Death. Then it rolled so horrible on ED. So gorgeous. Belch, what do you got against Phoenix? Phoenix is an awesome rumor. The Redemption Aura, Fire Absorb. You can also use that, the Alma Shield. It has raw AD on it as well. I just think Hawes overall is better though. Oh, you have a budget character, Grim? If you're trying to get up budget, Rhyme is an amazing shield to use for Zealer. Because you can get it in a Paladin shield base with 2 open sockets that already has like 20 to 30 res, and then you get 25 from... Belch, read what you said again. Phoenix sucks. I'm not talking about the rumor. Oh. Poor Phoenix. Hope Phoenix is wearing Hotspurs. You know how many times I found the set boots? And it's like, dude, just real unique. It is active, Steven, just typically only around ladder reset. If you want to play a more active ladder, you'd want to jump to Median XL or Path of Diablo. But with that being said, really any Diablo-based game is more active around the reset. No multiplayer, private server, or anything is ever going to be like Path of Exile. It's just too old of a game. Leon, I am a master of this game. I just have a lot of experience and a lot of people help me along the way. I don't think I'm a master though, so thank you for the comment. I've never played Medium. Chris, I'm doing good, man. Thank you for asking. How are you? I already got Athros burns. Is love a Canadian winter? I know, right?
Good afternoon.
I know, isn't that funny, Dave? When you they're just because they're randomized patterns, right? But there is some patterns there that have like, I swear it's like 5 or 6 rare items. I mean, it depends, Finn. If you're looking for an online experience that is not blasted with bots, like typical ladder, and is kind of a refreshing take on some of the builds, if you're kind of tired of the traditional D2 feel, Path of Diablo is great. If you love Diablo and you don't want it to change, you're gonna hate Path of Diablo, because they've nerfed Enigma, made other rumors more powerful, they've added corrupting, they've changed the skill tree around completely. Anything that's like super viable in Diablo is nerfed, and anything that's not really viable in Diablo is really buffed in pod. So it's an entirely different take on D2, but it still keeps true to the feeling of D2. That's the best way I can describe it. Whereas like Median XL is like just kind of remotely resembles D2 and has a completely different feel. It really just depends on what you're looking for. How's the melee system in pod? I know that they buff melee characters a lot. They made them a lot more viable, so like, I believe, and again, I'm not an expert, but I think you can have Frenzy at level 1. Like, they've reworked the skill tree around, so I'm pretty sure you can have Frenzy at level 1. And then there's jewels that have splash damage, which is like an AoE. So you use bash on a barb and then it's going to affect like a small radius instead of just one character. This is Kelpie Snare, right? It's not Eth. I am looking for Trapper Claws. I do check rares and magics. It does check them when I feel like it though. No exclamation F. 25, 50, 75, 100, 125, 150, guys. We officially just need 100 more druid pellets. We're there. Should only take another 8 months. For claws, ideally a rare claw, I'd want like god tier would be 2 open sockets, 40 increased attack speed, 2 to assassin skills, and 3 to light sentry. For magic claws, 3 to trap or 3 to traps, 3 to light sentry, 40 IS, and 2 open sockets. But the offhand claw, which I learned by fucking mistake, the offhand claw, you don't need the IS, so you can have 5 to light sentry on the offhand, and you're okay.
Impossible.
That's funny, Jordan. Where were we? Forget what we were talking about. Talking about wolf barbs? No, we weren't. What are you talking about? Is this a good Miter Zealer? Is my laugh that hard to distinguish between Baals, Stefan? Oh, jeez. Traps use Fs. I have no idea who would be top in Path of Diablo ladder. Don't really care either.
I need mana.
I mean, it's a cool accomplishment to be #1 on a legit Diablo ladder without bots. Don't really care though either. Level is Charge Bolt. Well, Charge Bolt's just, I guess it'd be max too. Everything's 40. All the lightning synergies are all 40, and then I just have 1 hard point into all of these. And then I have 1 hard point into warmth. Or excuse me, sorry, I have 1 hard point into frozen armor. Then 1 hard point into warmth brings me to 15. And then because I'm such a high level, I just put my remaining points into warmth for more mana recovery. Once all your lightning skills are synergized, and what you do with your extra points, it's really up to you. Complete. You can put like a point into Thunderstorm, have that kind of passive attack. You can put a point in Energy Shield if you want to use it, which I have in the pits. You can just put 1 hard point into Warmth and max Frozen Armor, or if you wanted to, you can put a point into Shiver Armor. It's really up to you, depending on... Check the rare belt? Okay. It's not colored, so it'd be good, but... Not a big fan of checking rare belts. I mean, I check them occasionally, I guess there's always the chance of getting like 24 FHR, like 20 strength, 25 lightning res, 25 fire res. You could get something like that, I guess. What's up, Antonis? Yeah, no, I don't think it's worth it either. That's why I use frozen armor. Again, it's up to you. It's just a possibility, right? Like, I'm just talking about different possibilities. There's different ways to invest your last... I think it's 94. Once you're past 94, you can put the other skill points into whatever you want. What time am I picking up the wife ski? She comes in at 4:15. So it's 1:45 now. It's about an hour and a half to get to the airport. So I'm probably going to do this bail run and then I'll do 3 more. That's it. Better be checking the hydro bow. What would I roll in it? 6-0. Oh! What do you guys think? Should my first ever bot D be in a hydro bow? 15 ED, 6-0 in socket. Should we make bot D? Make a botted it? It's hilarious. The first time I dropped a Zod rune, I was like, ah, bot D. And then somebody in the comments was like, man, it's a botted it. It's not bot D. What's wrong with you? Like, I'll call it bot fucking B if I want to. 15 ED, 6 open socket. By the way, I will roll silence in that. I am not rolling Breath of the Dying. Hells to the no on that one. I know. Bot fucking B, baby. Billy, are you gonna beat me to level 99, dude? Get an Act 1 mercenary? I am pretty sure that an Act 1 mercenary can't use the requirements to use a Hydra bow. Pretty sure. What? I don't even know what the requirements are. Man. Billy, I'm pretty sure, Jordan, I'm pretty sure Billy was just joking back. Billy will probably catch me and beat me. You can't? Okay, thank you, KMA. I mean, I'd have to check the requirements, but I didn't think she could. I do know that, like... No, you weren't kidding about the meeting, but I think you were kidding about being rude to Jordan. He was just a joker. Because I have this. This is what I want to make my faith in for... Oh, no, that's not it. I have a... I could make faith in that. Matayan020, thank you for the sub, you sexy son bitch. Let me go to my mule. Right there, that's what I'm gonna make faith in. Even though the damage has no bearing on the Act 1 mercenary whatsoever, he's literally just a placeholder for the faith, for the fanaticism more and faith. That is what I'm going to use. 15 ED, 3 to attack rating, superior, great bow. Shadow bow or diamond bow for the mercenary? Jordan, that's such a gorgeous base. You get the fastest attack speed breakpoint with it. Why bother with the 15 ED? Because it matters if the mercenary does an extra 20 damage. It doesn't matter. It's just... It really doesn't matter at all. It's just I have the base. So if I'm going to roll faith for mercenary, I might as well I might as well use like the best possible base. Only thing is I have to Larzica, that's the only problem. But I do think, and I'm not entirely sure, but I think for a throw barb is... So F Lacerator has chance to proc ant damage on striking, right? So you don't need a Reaper's Toll Mercenary. So I think, I mean, I have to check breakpoints. I don't know. But for that particular scenario, I think for throw barb, it makes sense to probably have an Act 1 Faith Mark. Or maybe you're just better off using like a really hard-hitting weapon on the Act 2 Mercenary that just doesn't have a curse that overrides the amp. I don't know. Don't know what would be better. That is the, yeah, that's the endgame of D2. I mean, what's the endgame of like classic WoW or the endgame of D3 or the endgame of PoE? It's just mindless grinding to get better items. It's any ARPG. Yeah, I want to like teleport down to Baal. Like I want to do what I'm doing now. Just teleport down to Baal, players 1, and switch to players 8 for a throw barb. You can use a lot of different combos. I believe like the best setup is F Lacerator and F Warstrike. Using those two in combo. Because Warstrike has like 66% chance of deadly strike. And then Lacerator has EM damage proc. I believe that's the best combo, but I'm not a throw barb expert, so don't quote me. That's the best in slot, Billy? Okay, thank you, bud. I thought that it was, but I wasn't sure. Okay, 2 more Baal runs and then epic rune word.
Not in town.
When's Billy? Billy's gonna stream off of a laptop? Billy, it's a surprise, brother. Mr. Brooks, are you a gamer? Thank you for the sub, Mr. Brooks. Streaming my 240p camera. Sekoy, you will approve. The surprise, guys. Now, you don't need to temper your expectations. This is like legit, GG. Why not the Diablo? I'm gonna stream a little bit on reset. Typically, I only stream resets for pod. I prefer regular D2. Not that I don't like pod, I just prefer regular D2.
Salutations.
We're gonna have to seek a dome. We got this run and one more bail run. I just hope with all the horrible rune word luck that I've had, like I rolled like at best an average pride. I mean, a horrible death in that sick base. Like, just please, just give me a good roll. That's all I ask for on this rune word. Just don't give me anti-perfect. If I get anti-perfect, I might smash my new 14 or 144 hertz monitor. (1080p) curved 140 hertz refresh monitor, specifically for D2 window mode. I will smash it. Now, I know death is cheap. Pride is not fucking cheap though. Nope. My best COA? I have a really nice COA. It just rolled one open socket. It's nearly like perfect DR, one off a perfect res. It just rolled one open socket. It's a really nice CTA or COA. Death's gonna be easy because life is hard. 50 cent. I'll read your comment in a second, Crasser. I just don't want to die. When you watch a D2 stream, but you try to check the loot on your own because you're used to it. Oh, yeah. When I used to listen to other streamers before I started streaming myself, every time they drop stuff, I would think I dropped something in-game. You're hitting ult a lot? That's hilarious. The only D2 I do outside of streams is the human bot project. Or if I'm like recording runs for video. Everything else is done on stream. Just gonna have to wait an extra couple minutes here. Xnu. I promise you guys will approve. Dang, liberals. Skippy! Thank you for the sub, Skippy. Guys, I said it was a sick rumor. I'm not rolling wind. You guys have zero faith in DB. Later, Jiggerjaw. Oh, you're just kidding. Gotta leave right before the rumored roll. 15-13 black. Come on, Baal! Zod Rune! Okay, let's roll this rune word. Hope I roll 35 in my spirit. Can you guys guess? All the D2 experts know exactly what it is. Oh man, okay. I'm going to quadruple chup am, shale, jaw, and low. Am, shale, jaw, low. Am, shale, jaw, low. Am, shale, jaw low. I am so nervous. Mat bow, 4 open sockets, 3 to bow and crossbow skills, 12 enhanced damage, 2 to attack rating. And it rolls varying 140 to 210 ED and 25 to 30 cold damage. So that is the 2 varying stats. 140 to 210 and 25 to 30 cold res. Let's roll this. This is 4 open sockets. Quit fucking with me, guys. Am shell, jaw low. Am shell, jaw low. Okay. Incoming Frost Maiden. 210 ED. This game, man. This game. Anti-perfect cold damage and really bad enhanced damage roll on a nearly perfect base. I mean, at the end of the day, most of the melee damage doesn't matter. And it is really all cold driven. And the difference between 25 and 30 isn't huge, but fuck this game, man. Fuck this game. Yeah, let's just hell rune it and re-roll it. God, that's frustrating as fuck. That is so frustrating. Like, so frustrating. Well, guys, I'm not rolling rune words for a year. I'm done rolling rune words for a while. Like, that really is upsetting. I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. It really doesn't, because most of the damage comes from cold. The difference between 25 and 30 is not much, but when it's like literally a 12 2 attack rating, 4 open socket base with 3 to bow and crossbow skills, that really sucks. Really sucks. Oh well, let's go put it on my Amazon. Nah, we don't reroll save files here. Like I said, at the end of the day, it's like a couple hundred cold damage. It's really not that big a deal, but... Hey! Cheer me up, Lay! With the huge D tier membership. Thank you, Lay. I'm not even spec'd as a cold boa. They're all cold in here. Probably not the right place to farm with it. Anyways, that's it for stream. Thank you guys. We had 3 new memberships and Lay coming in at the end with a huge D tier membership, 14 subs, some super generous donations, and we rolled a really expensive rumored in a really nice base with a really shitty roll, so it is all good. Thank you guys for tuning in as always. Link for Discord's in the description below if you guys want to join. You're more than welcome to. I actually encourage you guys to, because any D2 related question you have, somebody will answer it for you, because I can't always... I get so many questions now, I can't always answer them. But thank you guys. We should be back tomorrow, either God of War or Diablo 2, we're not sure. That'll have a D2 video coming out Thursday. And then a very, very good chance that I will be streaming Path of Diablo Friday night. We'll be a little late though. But yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for sure. Either Variety, God of War, or D2. Peace.